Hello, big boy.
Welcome back to the Corso Bros farm life. Today's a slightly different video in that we go through the boys' routine from morning till evening. I'll show you behind the scenes of what it's really like living with two young male Cane Corsos, from daily training and structured obedience, playtime, rough and tumbles, late night patrols and some grooming stuff, as well as their feeding time. I also want to convey an important message when it comes to owning a Cane Corso, and all dogs for that matter. I can't lie, it's a lot of work, and a lot of people are shocked at how full on the daily routine is and the amount of work it is for me. Having said that, with great privilege comes great responsibility, and there are two main reasons why I practice such a regimented and packed routine when it comes to my dogs. The first reason is I chose these dogs, and I knew how much work these dogs were going to be. And to honour the breed, and indeed keeping with what these dogs need, there is no other way. More and more dogs are appearing on banned lists, which results in dogs being euthanized and society's opinions on these dogs being aggressive or dangerous. The truth is, any dog that lacks training and strong leadership can be dangerous, and it is the absolute responsibility of an owner to really question whether they are able to own a dog, especially a dog like a Cane Corso. Having necessary training both for the dogs and yourself is paramount. I've put in a lot of time and resources into training my dogs professionally and also getting myself professional training so I know what I'm doing. I also have a mentor who I can turn to at any time if I need help or guidance with my dogs. I highly recommend seeking out good advice and mentoring. Socialization is standard. This is of paramount importance so your dogs can learn what is socially acceptable when it comes to playing with other dogs and meet and greet situations. Also, your attitude. Are you able to put in place concrete boundaries around your home and family when it comes to your dogs? You need to be extremely stubborn and unwavering when enforcing boundaries and rules for your dogs. This can be as simple as asking your dog to fulfill a command, like sitting before getting their meals, or shaking your hand before they get meals, or playtime, or a treat or toy. The second reason is simple, which is mental health. In the modern world, many people struggle with mental health, and these dogs have helped me immeasurably. And my two dogs are my best friends, and they're my most loyal friends, and I'm with them 24/7. They look after me as much as I look after them, which is why I put so much effort into making sure they are healthy, happy, and I do things the right way. Responsibility and caring for others brings a sense of meaning and purpose, and the love you get back is priceless. So without further ado, let's dive in. As a side note, I just wanted to say thank you for all the recent support. The new subscribers and all the lovely comments really make a huge difference, so thank you for being here.
Hi, big naughty boys. You guys, have you been very naughty this morning? Playing with toys all the time, huh?
So, the first routine of the day is a morning run around with some obedience and recall. I let the boys run around the fields off leash to let off some energy so they're calm for the rest of the day. Hey buddy, how you doing? Good boy. Hey Ulysses, sit. Ulysses, sit. Come on. So Kenji's doing a poo-poo. So we'll have to wait until young man finishes. Kenji, come right here afterwards, okay? Both of you come here and sit. Sit. So Kenji had a bit of stringy poo coming out his bum, dangling out of his bum. So I had to pull that out. Didn't really want to film that. Ulysses, sit. So together we're all here off leash at the farm. Obviously there are sheep and cows nearby, so you have to be ready and have perfect recall. Now a lot of the times, when these guys are young and excited and male, the recall can be difficult because they're so enthusiastic to do things. My recommendation is to give them a reward. Obviously it's pretty simple. Give them a reward each time they come to you. Now again, I wouldn't recommend doing this with two dogs. Work one by one or one-on-one. That's what I usually do. I'll take one out at a time and give them a reward when they come back. Much easier to control and kind of work with a dog on its own because they're, it's one-on-one. You're all there. You give them all the attention. They want to please you, but when they're together, they tend to spur each other on and run around and that kind of stuff. So what I have right now with me are these kind of jerky things, these jerky things, and every time they come back to me, I say, come, they'll get a jerky, but not all the time. Otherwise they start to expect that and only come back when you have jerkies in your hand or they can smell it. The other thing with this is, you know, you want to not give them consistent treats every single time, because the dopamine response is not as good as if you give them random treats. So you know, let's say every 3 times they come back to me, they'll get a treat twice, for example. Every 5 times they come back to me, they'll get a treat 3 times. So that's the deal. They're going to do a task for me now, and then I'll release them. So for example, here they are. They're being very good boys. They're waiting for me now, and they have to do a task, like shake my hand, and they can go. Kenji, good boy. Ulysses, shake. Good boy. Go on then, go play. Go on, go play. Yeah. Boy, then you get a little treat for that. Nice one. Good lad. Kenji, come here. Sit. Shake. You're the naughty one. Good boy. You wait until I release you both, okay? You wait. So they have to do another task, which is to wait until they're released. You wait. Boys, go play. We'll go back inside now and do some playtime inside. Another thing that I like to practice is breaking their current playtime with a command and then allowing them to continue afterwards. This sort of drills into them that you're the master, you're in control, and they have to listen to you. Leave it. Sit. Good boys. So now they have to wait and sit until I give the command that they can keep playing. Okay. There we go. Watch out for my hands. Watch out for my hands. So I'll take my fingers off, please. So take my easy, please. I want to keep my fingers, you know. So after the morning routine is done, the boys are usually chilling for most part of the day, which allows me to do my work, go to the gym, do some outdoor work, etc. I let the boys play with toys, they get a chewy treat of some sort, and they hang out in the house. When the afternoon comes round, they get taken out for a leash walk, and the evening routine starts where I prepare their dinner. So we're just going to grab some stinging nettles because they're now growing as the spring is on its way. There they are. Look at that. Beautiful, fresh stinging nettles. Now obviously wear gloves, because if you touch it without gloves, it's very painful. Okay. Nice bunch of fresh early spring stinging nettles. We'll blanch them with the boys' food, and that'll go down nicely. So this has to cook all the way through. Now this is cooked all the way through, I'll throw the meat and everything else in there and just let it sit. So it partially cooks, but it's also partially raw. Again, this is just one meal they get per day. This is their one and only meal. It's a big meal, but I do believe in fasting. I fast myself, and it's a very healthy way to live. I do believe in, you know, processed foods and bad foods causing us all sorts of metabolic issues. So this is a good way to ensure that your dog lives a long time. Make sure there are natural ingredients, whole, proper, nutrient-dense foods, and one meal per day. Now, my dogs are obviously working dogs. They have a lot of muscle mass, not much body fat, and they're very active. So it's even more important for them as well to get proper nutrition and that kind of stuff. So it may, some people say it looks excessive, and you know, I don't eat as much as my dogs do. But this is what the dogs need. this is how they would have eaten. This is this is following their diet. And as a Cane Corso owner myself, it's my responsibility to make sure they have the best food and the best nutrition that they can get. So this is why. Last but not least, we have offcuts. Proper offcuts. The cheap, crappy bits from. They're not crappy. I actually eat some of this as well. So there we go, frozen meats, partially frozen meats, I mean all the mashed up organs and meat, bit of sing nettles and sweet potatoes. I'll bring this to the boil and then take it straight off so it's only partially cooked and it's ready to go. So that will rest there now and cool down for half an hour before I feed it to the boys. Alright fellas, I'm hungry. Hungry boys. You guys are being very good at waiting now. Good boys. Happy days. Enjoy. Look at the next. It's just teeth brushing, come on. Very important to get their teeth nice and clean. Do this once or twice a week, sometimes more. A bit difficult. There we go. Yeah. Buddy, you tired? It's been a long day, huh? It's a long day for a big boy. Isn't it, young man? This big head. So after dinner is done and teeth brushing is finished, it's chill time. The next routine is pee pee and poo poo time with a little night patrol outside, and then that's the day pretty much wrapped up. What's that? What's that? And that's a wrap. Thank you for being here till the end. I hope you've gained some insight to living with these dogs. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and we'll see you on the next adventure. What are you doing? Kenji? Don't be jealous.